It used to be about trying to do something. Now it's about trying to be someone. No one knows your truth but you. If you're secure in yourself, no one and no can touch you. One thing I've learned in life is that the more quiet you are, the less attention you will get from invaluable people. Real life is messy, inconsistent, and it's seldom when anything ever really gets resolved. It's taken me a long time to realize that. It's not whether your glass is empty or full, it's what you do with it that really matters. The illiterate is not the one who has never gone to school, but the illiterate is the one who never tries to learn something by himself. When you open your mind, you open new doors to new possibilities for yourself and new opportunities to help others. It is foolish to tear one's hair in grief, as though sorrow would be made less by baldness. Wherever you end up, Jack whispered into my ear, I wish you clear skies. Always. It is not the failure of others to appreciate your abilities that should trouble you, but rather your failure to appreciate theirs. The highest activity a human being can attain is learning for understanding, because to understand is to be free. Nothing that happens to you is meant to be. The only thing about you that was meant to be is you. Blaze your own trail. Waiting is painful. Forgetting is painful. But not knowing which to do is the worst kind of suffering. One truth doesn't refute another. Truth doesn't lie in the object, but in how we see it. The job of feats is walking, but their hobby is dancing. There is little success where there is little laughter. I don't have to listen to rumors about a man when I can judge him for myself. Optimists move through life with a happy exterior. What happens on the inside shows up on the outside. It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are. It's always hard to lose somebody. It leaves a hole in your heart that never grows back. A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed at some indefinite time in the future. The soul should always stand ajar, ready to welcome the ecstatic experience. My experiences have taught me that things rarely improve with a simple change of scenery. There are some experiences in life they haven't invented the right words for. A hero is just somebody who does the right thing when it would be far, far easier to do nothing. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. Unexpected intrusions of beauty. This is what life is. We feel that even if all possible scientific questions be answered, the problems of life have still not been touched at all. It takes sunshine and rain to make a rainbow. There would be no rainbows without sunshine and rain. Glory resides in the hearts of those you inspire, not in fleeting moments of fame. Today is the oldest you've ever been, and the youngest you'll ever be again. I believe there is another world waiting for us, a better world, and I'll be waiting for you there. If you feel obsessed to prove something to the world, then you'd need world attention to be able to prove it. Violence is spiritual junk food, and boredom is spiritual anorexia. Most of what matters in our lives takes place in our absence. Emulate good behavior that when you encounter people from your past, you won't have to hide yourself away. We remember the past, live in the present, and write the future. Dead people can be our heroes because they can't disappoint us later. They only improve over time, as we forget more and more about them. A promise made is a debt unpaid, the cremation of Sam McGee. Suspect each moment, for it is a thief, tiptoeing away with more than it brings. There's nothing in the world that breeds success like success. Do no harm and leave the world a better place than you found it. Believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine. The soul exists partly in eternity and partly in time. Martha, truth or illusion, George, You don't know the difference, George. No, but we must carry on as though we did. Martha, amen. The truth is, going against the internal stream of ignorance is way more rebellious than trying to start some sort of cultural revolution. People know what they do. Frequently they know why they do what they do, but what they don't know is what they do does. The universe doesn't like secrets. It conspires to reveal the truth, to lead you to it. The more you try to please people, the more they get control of you, and you'll end up hurting yourself. Whatever their future, at the dawn of their lives, men seek a noble vision of man's nature and of life's potential. People will always have opinions about your decision because they're not courageous enough to take action on their opinion. The greatest blessing granted to mankind come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. You talk when you cease to be at peace with your thoughts. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. The most important thing is this: to sacrifice what you are now for what you can become tomorrow. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. We destroy in assumptions, but we do not build in possibilities. You don't get respect if you don't deserve it. Every man is a damn fool for at least 5 minutes every day. Wisdom consists in not exceeding the limit. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Success is not how high you have climbed, but how you make a positive difference to the world. When you are on your path, and it is truly your path, doors will open for you where there were no doors for someone else. If cats looked like frogs, we'd realize what nasty, cruel little bastards they are. Style. That's what people remember. Even as a solid rock is unshaken by the wind, so are the wise unshaken by praise or blame. Your life is a reflection of your thoughts. Think well. To believe in nothing is as ridiculous as to believe in everything. Reason and factual evidence may convert a belief into knowledge. We know what we are, but know not what we may be. All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. After everything has been said and done, all you have is your story. Make sure it's worth telling. I offer my opponents a bargain. If they will stop telling lies about us, I will stop telling the truth about them. Stop lying to yourself. When we deny our own truth, we deny our own potential. A man is a success if he gets up in the morning and gets to bed at night, and in between he does what he wants to do. Do not let your grand ambitions stand in the way of small but meaningful accomplishments. Nu pot fi eu insumi decat docama en alt pana la fury, saucober pana la descurager, la nivelo meu obisnuit, ignore faptal ca exist. If you do not believe you are disciplined, it is because you have not decided to become disciplined yet. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. You are a cosmic flower. OM chanting is the process of opening the psychic petals of that flower. The way to screw up somebody's life is to give them what they want. Soldiers live. He dies and not you, and you feel guilty because you're glad he died and not you. Soldiers live and wonder why. Sometimes success isn't about making the right decision. It's more about making some decision. When terrible things have happened to you, sometimes the promise of something good can be just as frightening. I assess the power of a will by how much resistance, pain, torture it endures and knows how to turn to its advantage. Man starts over again every day, in spite of all he knows, against all he knows. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Every time you help someone to achieve success, you become more successful. Always help to lift the burdens of others. When you change your thoughts, remember to also change your world. I have learned to abide by the laws of my own sanity. You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. When you judge another, you do not define them, you define yourself. Change may not always bring growth, but there is no growth without change. You can collect many friends by hiding your reality, but you can earn few genuine friends by showing your reality. Choosing kindness is the ultimate expression of evolved consciousness. Grow by being kind. Rich people plan for 3 generations, poor people plan for Saturday night. There is more to life than simply increasing its speed. The world's greatest achievers have been those who have always stayed focused on their goals and have been consistent in their efforts. Rule of life. If you bother to ask someone's advice, then bother to listen to it. You must not ever stop being whimsical, and you must not, ever, give anyone else the responsibility for your life.